Hello friends, myself Madhuri Pawar from Diploma College of Pharmacy Mining. My today's topic name is hypnotics and sedatives. They mainly act on central nervous system. Okay, before come to the points like definitions of hypnotic and sedative drugs, we just correlate with concept of sleep. So what is mean by sleep? Okay, sleep is naturally occurring phenomena. So though there are controversies regarding why, how and what about sleep, but the necessity of adequate sleep, it is universally accepted, and sleep is essential for providing physical rest as well as it also essential for providing psychic equilibrium. So come to the point, that is definition of sedative and hypnotic drugs. So first definition is sedative. It is the drug that subdues or reduces excitement and calms the subjects without inducing sleep. So though the drowsiness may be produced, sedation refers to the decreased responsiveness to any level or stimulation is associated with some decrease in motor activity and ideation. Okay, ideation and depression of awareness to the environment and reduction of responsiveness to external stimulation. Okay, sedatives are the drugs that is reduces excitement and calm downs the subjects without inducing any type of sleep. Okay, some are newer sedative drugs are effective agent should reduces anxiety and exerts the calming effect with little or no effects on motor as well as mental function. Then next definition is hypnotic. It is the drug that induces or maintains sleep. That is, hypnotics are the drugs providing or they produces sleep resembling to natural sleep. So should not be confused with trance-like state, that is hypnosis, mediation, magic, flow and prayer, etc. etc. So these subjects are passive and highly suggestible. Some are the older drugs like alcohol, opium. Okay, alcohol, opium, they are introduced in 18th century. Okay, bromides introduced in 1857, chloral hydrate in 1869, paraldehyde in 1882. All these are nowadays they are obsolete. Okay, in generally the sedative drugs they provide a calm down effect, so they are useful in the treatments in agitation. Hypnotics induces sleep, that is resemblance to natural sleep. So when any patients use the hypnotic or it suffers from hypnosis hypnotic treatments, then he go to the sleep fast and feel refreshed tomorrow. So for the treatments of insomnia purpose, hypnotics are specifically useful. Then what about anxiolytic drugs? Anxiolytics are the drugs they reduces anxiety, whether it is physical anxiety, emotional anxiety or cognitive anxiety. Okay, then next point is classification of hypnotic and sedative drugs. So hypnotics and sedative drugs, they are mainly categorized into two different classes, that are barbiturates and benzodiazepines. Benzodiazepine also known as non-barbiturates. Okay, so barbiturates, first class is barbiturates. They are mainly classified according to their duration of action. So first class is long-acting barbiturates. The duration of action is 1 to 2 days. Example is phenobarbital. Next class is short-acting barbiturates. Duration of action is 3 to 8 hours. Examples from this class are pentobarbital, secobarbital, amobarbital. Then next is ultra short acting barbiturates. Duration of action is 20 minutes, and examples from this category is thiopentol. Okay, then benzodiazepines also classify according to their duration of action. First class is long acting benzodiazepines. Duration of action is 1 to 3 days. Examples are clorazepate. chlordiazepoxide, diazepam, flurazepam, quazepam. Next class is intermediate acting benzodiazepines. Duration of actions is 10 to 20 hours. Examples are alprazolam, istazolam, lorazepam, temazepam. Then next is short acting benzodiazepines. Duration of action is 3 to 8 hours, and examples are oxazepam and trizolam. Okay. Nowadays, some are newer non-benzodiazepines hypnotics are also available. So drugs from this category are zopiclone, zolpidem, and xarelto. Okay, here is the classification of hypnotic and sedative point is covered. So next point is mechanism of barbiturates. So barbiturates have been popular hypnotics and sedative last up century up to 1960, but they are not used now to promote sleep or to calm the patients. So however, they are described first because they are prototype of central nervous system depressants. Okay, so barbiturates in case of mechanism of action, barbiturates appears to act primarily at GABA benzodiazepine receptors, that is chloride channel complex, and they potentiate GABAergic inhibition by increasing the lifetime of chloride channel opening, which is induced by GABA, which enhance the frequency of chloride channel opening, and they do not bind to the benzodiazepine receptor, but they binds to another site on the same macromolecular complex to exert the GABA facilitatory action, and the barbiturate site appears to be located on alpha or beta subunits. Because the presence of only these subunits, it is sufficient for their response. So GABA subunit does not necessary the presence of GABA subunit. Okay, so they also enhance the benzodiazepine binding to its receptor, and at high concentration barbiturates directly increases at high concentration barbiturates directly increases the chloride conductance, that is it produces GABA mimetic action or stimulating effect, and they contrast the benzodiazepines which have only the GABA facilitatory action, and they inhibit calcium dependent release of neurotransmitter. Okay, in additional they depresses glutamate induced neuronal depolarization through AMPA, and in very high doses at very high concentration barbiturates depresses the voltage sensitive sodium and potassium channels. So the dose dependent effect on multiple neuronal targets appears to confer the ability to produce any grade of CNS depression. This is the mechanism of barbiturates. Okay, then next class is barbiturates pharmacological actions of barbiturates. So barbiturates provide various types of pharmacological actions. So first, they mainly produce a sedative as well as hypnotic effects. So hypnotic dose of barbiturates, it may be produces sleep, and in fact the no drug can induces natural sleep, but the natural sleep, because natural sleep mainly categorized as a REM, that is rapid eye movement type, and non-REM, NREM, that is non-rapid eye movement type of sleep, that is two types of sleep that is naturally resembles. So barbiturates reduces rapid eye movement, that is REM type of sleep, and they induces sleep differs from natural sleep, and it reduces uh, rapid eye movement time, that is REM type of time for sleep. And hypnotic dose of barbiturates, it may be causes motor in coordination. So sedative dose, hypnotic dose of barbiturates, it cause motor in coordination, and sedative dose of barbiturates, it depresses activity and reduces excitement and relieves tension as well as anxiety. Okay, then barbiturates have some anesthetic effects, like the ultra short acting belongs to class ultra short acting barbiturates like thiopentol. It have it is produces general anesthesia, so it have anesthetic effect. Okay, some barbiturates have anticonvulsant effect also. Okay, phenobarbital like barbiturates, they used in combination with phenytoin for inhibiting epileptic convulsion. Okay, they have also effect on respiratory system, cardiovascular system, smooth muscle, skeletal muscle, kidney. So let's see the one by one pharmacological action. So barbiturates on a respiratory system, they depress the neurogenic and hypercapnic and hypoxic drives to respiratory centers. Okay, barbiturate depresses relatively higher dose neurogen. At higher dose, they depresses neurogenic, hypercapnic, and hypoxic drives to respiratory centers, and they depress in succession also. So barbiturate does not have selective anti-tissue action. Okay, this is the effect of barbiturates on respiration. They depresses respiratory center also. On cardiovascular system, hypnotic dose of barbiturates, it may produce slight decrease in blood pressure and heart rate, and toxic dose of barbiturate, it produces marked fall in blood pressure due to vasomotor center depression and ganglionic blockade and direct decrease in cardiac contractility. So reflex tachycardia, it also occurs due to toxic effects of barbiturates. Okay, these are the toxic dose. Due to toxic dose of barbiturate, it possesses following type of uh, effects. So then next is effect of barbiturates on skeletal muscle. So in case of skeletal muscle, hypnotic dose have little effect, but anesthetic dose of barbiturate, it reduces muscle contraction by action on neuromuscular junction. Okay, then on smooth muscle, tonicity and motility of bowel is decreased slightly by hypnotic dose and more profoundly during intoxication. Okay, and then on the kidney, barbiturate reduces urine flow and due to decreased blood pressure and antidiuretic hormone release. Okay, on kidney, barbiturate tends to reduce urine flow by decreasing blood pressure and increasing antidiuretic hormone, that is ADH release of these hormones. And oliguria, like oliguria attends barbiturate intoxication. Okay, this type of disease, it also happens due to toxic dose of barbiturate. Okay, these are the pharmacological action of barbiturates. Then pharmacokinetic profile of barbiturates. So all the barbiturates are well absorbed from GI tract, orally absorbed drugs, and they are widely distributed in the body. So the rate of entry of central nervous system dependent on lipid solubility, and highly lipid soluble thiopentone drug has practically instant entry have the thiopentone, due to its high lipid solubility, thiopentone drug, it is easily crosses the lipid barrier, and it have instant entry through cellular membranes, while less lipid soluble drugs like pentobarbital, it takes longer time, and phenobarbital drugs like phenobarbital, it enters very slowly. So plasma protein binding. So let's see the comparison between highly soluble, then less soluble, and drugs that is comparison between phenobarbital and thiopentones. As dependent on their lipid solubility, they have plasma protein binding. Phenobarbital have 20% plasma protein binding, and thiopentone have 75% plasma protein binding. Okay, so easily cross the placental barrier and they secreted in the milk. Okay, so redistributions of these drugs. Barbiturates are highly lipid soluble drugs or highly lipid soluble barbiturates like ultra short acting barbiturates. They are easily distributed. Okay, it is important in case of thiopentone like drugs. After intravenous injection, consciousness is regained in 6 to 10 minutes. Within 6 to 10 minutes, consciousness is regained, and due to the redistribution, while the ultimate disposal occurs by metabolism, that is T half, that is duration of action is 9 hours. Okay, then in case of metabolism, the drugs with intermediate lipid solubility or short acting barbiturates, okay, intermediate lipid solubility or drugs with intermediate lipid solubility like short acting barbiturates, they are primarily metabolized in the liver by oxidation, dealkylation and conjugation reaction, that is phase 1 reaction. They are metabolized in the liver and their plasma T half is 12 to 40 hours. Okay, then excretion of barbiturates, they are the low lipid solubility drugs. They are significantly excreted in unchanged form in the urine. Okay, and alkalization of urine increases ionization and excretion also. So this is the pharmacokinetic profile of barbiturates. Some are microsomal enzyme inducers. They induce their own metabolism. Okay. Then next point is contraindication and adverse effect of barbiturates. Okay, so barbiturates possesses common adverse effects like nausea, vomiting, headache, diarrhea. On prolonged administration of phenobarbital drugs, it may causes anemia, hangover. It is common adverse effects of occurs due to use of barbiturates as hypnotic. On repeated use, they accumulates in the body and it produces tolerance and drug dependence for that patient. Then also the idiosyncrasy like adverse effect is occurs due to in occasional patients, barbiturates produces excitement and this is more common in elderly patients. Okay, idiosyncrasy like adverse effects are also uh, commonly seen with the elder patient. Okay, then hypersensitivity, it is another adverse effect of barbiturates. It includes rashes or a swelling of eyelids and swelling of lips. Okay, this type of hypersensitivity reactions occurs due to barbiturates. Then due to occurs repeated dose of barbiturates, the tolerance and dependence may be developed. So both cellular and pharmacokinetic tolerance develops on repeated use. However, fatal dose is not markedly increased, but addicts may present with acute barbiturate intoxication. Okay, then physical and psychological dependence occurs, and barbiturates have considerably abused the liability. All these are the adverse effects of barbiturates. Then some are drug interactions occurs. So let's see the one by one. First is induced metabolism of many drugs with drugs like warfarin, steroids, OSP, chloramphenicol, tolbutamides. Okay, when barbiturates given with warfarin, steroids, OSP, chloramphenicol 12 butamates. It induces metabolism. Then alcohol, antihistamines and opioids like drugs. It may produce a CNS depression. Then drugs like sodium valproate, it increases plasma concentration of phenobarbital, and phenobarbital, it also competitively induces the metabolism of phenytoin. Okay, these are the drug interactions regarding barbiturates. The next point is uses of barbiturates, that is therapeutic uses of barbiturates. So, due to their hypnotic sedative effect, they are useful in the treatment of insomnia. Some drugs have some drugs from barbiturate category. They are useful as a anesthesia purpose, anticonvulsant purpose. Okay, like thiopentone drug, it is useful for general anesthesia. Okay, then phenobarbital drugs, it is useful for anti-epileptic or anticonvulsant effect. Okay, with phenobarbital with combination with phenytoin, it is useful to inhibit epileptic convulsion. Okay, these are the clinical uses of barbiturates. Then some of barbiturates also useful for pre-anesthesia purpose, pre-anesthetic medication purpose. Okay, here is adverse effect, contraindication and therapeutic uses of barbiturates point is completed. Then next point is acute barbiturate poisoning. So in case of acute barbiturate poisoning, mostly it is suicidal condition or accidental condition. Sometimes it may be accidental. So it is frequently encountered now due to inavailability of barbiturates. However, the principle of treatments apply to any CNS depressant poisoning. Okay, so due to overdose or consumptions with suicidal intention, it leads to barbiturate poisoning. So the manifestations are due to excessive CNS depression. Patient is flabby and comatose with shallow and failing respiration, fall in blood pressure and cardiovascular collapse, renal shutdown, pulmonary complication, venous eruptions, and lethal dose depends on lipid solubility. It is 2 to 3 gram for the more lipid soluble agents. Okay, so what is the treatment for such a condition? Okay, in case of acute barbiturate poisoning, characters like weak rapid pulse rate, shallow breathing, cold skin, paralytic dilation of pupils. So in such a condition, treatments is necessary. So let's see the treatments for acute barbiturate poisoning. So first treatment for that purpose is gastric lavage. Okay, so leave the suspension of activated charcoal in a stomach to prevent the absorption of drug from intestine. Okay, through gastric lavage. Some hot poisoning, it is it may be reduced due to for or for preventing absorption from stomach into blood circulation. The gastric lavage is preferred. Then next treatment is supportive measures, okay, such as patient airway, assisted respiration, oxygen, maintenance of blood volume by fluid infusion, and use of vasopressors like dopamine may be preferred for its renal vasodilating effect. Okay, these are the supportive measures that are useful in case of acute barbiturate poisoning. Then alkaline diuresis also possible. So with sodium bicarbonate drug, 1 MEq per kg by intravenous route with or without mannitol drug, that is diuretic category. Mannitol, it is helpful only in case of long acting barbiturates which are eliminated primarily by renal excretion. Okay, these are next uh, criteria for the treatment of acute barbiturate poisoning. Then hemodialysis also prefer. So hemoperfusion, that is through the column of activated charcoal or other absorbers, it is highly effective in removing long acting as well as short acting barbiturates. Okay, so there is thus no specific antidote for barbiturate poisoning. So no any specific antidote for barbiturate poisoning. So by this gastric lavage, supportive measures, alkaline diuresis, forced diuresis and hemodialysis, by this way the treatment is followed for acute barbiturate poisoning condition. Some are contraindications for such a case: the acute intermittent porphyria and liver and kidney diseases, severe pulmonary insufficiency. Okay, these are the contraindications occurs due to the treatments. Okay, then our next point is benzodiazepine. Okay, so benzodiazepines are introduced. Benzodiazepines like chlordiazepoxides, diazepams were introduced around 1960, and anti-anxiety drugs. Since this class has proliferated and has replaced barbiturates as hypnotic and sedative as well, because benzodiazepines, it produces lower degree of neuronal depression than barbiturates. So our point is mechanism of action of benzodiazepine. So benzodiazepine act preferentially on midbrain sites like midbrain, ascending reticular formations which maintain wakefulness, and on limbic system. On these three sites, benzodiazepines are act, and the muscle relaxation is produced by primarily medullary site of action, and ataxia is due to the action on cerebellum. Okay, so benzodiazepine act by enhancing presynaptic or postsynaptic inhibition through specific benzodiazepine receptor, which is an integral part of GABA receptor, that is chloride channel complex, and the subunits of complex form a pentameric transmembrane anion channel, that is channel gated by the primary ligand GABA and modulated by secondary ligands, which is included benzodiazepines. So benzodiazepines modulate the actions on GABA receptor and increases the frequency of channel opening, like unlike the barbiturate potentiation. Okay, so also they enhances the binding of GABA to GABA receptor, and the Cucilin GABA antagonist, and it antagonizes the benzodiazepine actions as a non-competitive. Okay, so benzodiazepines are GABA facilitator but not the mimetics, that is not stimulate the barbiturates. They only constitutive actions. They produces only constitutive action and fine tunes the GABA actions, that is bidirectional action. So benzodiazepine agonists enhance GABA action but antagonizes the DMCM, that is dimethoxyethyl Carbomethoxy beta carbolene inhibits GABA. Okay, this is the mechanism of benzodiazepine. Okay, competitive benzodiazepine antagonize flumazenil blocks. Flumazenil like drugs that it may be blocks the sedative action of benzodiazepine as well as conversion action of DMCM. Okay, this is the mechanism of benzodiazepine. Then CNS actions of benzodiazepines. So all the benzodiazepine agents qualitatively similar, but their different members are used for different purposes selectively, and time course of actions are different. So on midbrain, limbic system, medulla and cerebellum, all these site of actions are different. So not general CNS depressant. They The benzodiazepine exerts selective anxiolytic, hypnotic, muscle relaxant, and anticonvulsant effects. So even anesthetic dose of diazepam, drug like diazepam, it it produces some degree of awareness and maintain. Although the events of recovery may not be remembered by the patient. So anti-retrograde amnesia is maintained by anesthetic dose of diazepam. Okay, these are the pharmacological actions of benzodiazepine. Then next point is adverse effect of benzodiazepines. So the older individuals are more susceptible, elder patients are more susceptible for benzodiazepine use. Repeated dose of benzodiazepine it may be produces adverse effects, but benzodiazepines are relatively safe drugs as compared to barbiturates. So side effects of hypnotic dose are dizziness, vertigo, ataxia, disorientation, amnesia, prolongation of reaction time, impairment of psychomotor skills. Okay, hangover is less common in case of benzodiazepine. Okay, with large dose it may be produced. And weakness, blurring of vision, dry mouth, and urinary incontinence are sometimes occurs. Paroxysmal stimulations also occurs due to repeated dose of benzodiazepine. Irritability and sweating also occurs due to flurazepam, drugs like flurazepam. Then some patients experience increase in nightmares and behavioral alterations, so especially with drug like flurazepam and nitrazepam. Okay, then tolerance to the sedative effects develops gradually, but there is a little tendency to increase the dose, and cross tolerance to alcohol and other central nervous system depressant drugs is occurs. Okay, so dependence liability and drug seeking behaviors is low. Drugs like midazolam and the low withdrawal syndromes occurs with more with ultra rapid ones, and anxiety symptoms like anxiety, insomnia, restlessness, malaise, and loss of appetite, bad dreams are seen. Okay, in case of pregnancy, flaccidity and respiratory depressions occurs in neonates. Okay, these are the adverse effect of benzodiazepine. Next point is uses of benzodiazepine. Benzodiazepines are used as a hypnotic. Not all are useful as hypnotic agents, although they have sedative and calming effect. Also, benzodiazepines used as anxiolytic for the daytime sedation. They also have anticonvulsant effect for because of their anticonvulsant category. They are useful in status epilepsy and febrile convulsions, tetanus condition. Then They have also the muscle relaxant property. For pre-anesthetic medication, they are given with IV anesthesia. Okay. Before procedures like ECT, electrical cardioversions of arrhythmia, cardiac catheterization, and endoscopies, and other minor procedures, benzodiazepines are also useful. Alcohols and other sedative hypnotics are withdrawals. And along with analgesic, NSAID, plasmolytic, anti-ulcers, and many other drugs, benzodiazepines are also referred. Why benzodiazepines has replaced barbiturates? Okay, why benzodiazepines has replaced barbiturates? Let's see. In case of benzodiazepines, they do not produce anesthesia in high doses and patient can be aroused. So these drugs are not enzyme inducer, very low abusus liability, and laser distortion of normal hypnogram. Benzodiazepines have no hyperplasia. Benzodiazepines can be used as a daytime anxiolytic. Okay, do not affect. They do not affect on respiratory systems and cardiovascular system and their function. So there is a specific antagonist, that is flumazenil. Benzodiazepines have specific antagonists like flumazenil, and in case of barbiturates, as compared to benzodiazepine, they produces loss of consciousness and they have low margin of safety. Enzyme, they are all the barbiturates are enzyme inducers, and they requires high abuse liability. In case of barbiturates, marked suppression of rapid eye movement sleep. Okay, REM type of sleep, it is marked suppressed in case of barbiturates. And hyper algesic actions, it also occurs due to barbiturates. Unacceptable drowsiness is produced by barbiturates, and they may cause uh, severe effect on respiratory system and like depression and hypotension on CVS system, and they does not have any specific antagonist. This is the comparatively study between benzodiazepine and barbiturates. Okay, our next and last point is question bank for this chapter. So first question is define and classify hypnotic sedative with suitable example. Next question is give pharmacokinetic profile of barbiturates. Question number 3, it is explain acute barbiturate poisoning in detail. Okay. Next is state therapeutic uses of barbiturate, and our last question, what is mechanism of action of benzodiazepine? So all these 5 questions are important as the point of examination. Okay. Thank you for listening.